Hi, I'm Jake Solomon, lead designer of XCOM Enemy Unknown, here to give some tips about how to beat your friends and the aliens in XCOM.
Good luck, Commander.
The most important thing, probably first of all, is to increase your squad size. So the player starts with 4 soldiers, and they can increase their squad size to 6 through a facility called the Officer Training School. This will already be built, so all you have to do is go there, and once your soldiers rank up, you get the option to buy upgrades that increase your squad size. Absolutely critical that's what you do first. Laser weapons are big and shiny, and they do a lot of damage. They're very sexy, but it's actually a bigger bonus to go for armor, because armor keeps your soldiers alive longer, and it's really critical. The number one most important thing is to get veterans in XCOM. People are going to die, soldiers are going to die, you're going to have turnover, the worst kind of turnover, which is the kind where people are dying, and so it's really critical to have veterans, and that means protecting them. And so that means that what you should really do is go for armor before you should go for more powerful weapons, because that allows your soldiers to survive longer. The player can receive multiple rewards for responding to abduction missions. And the reward that you really want to prioritize early is engineers. Engineers lead to almost everything. Having more engineers allow you to build bigger weapons, but most importantly, it allows you to build more satellites. And satellites are sort of how that's what makes XCOM go round. So by launching more satellites over different countries around the world, you get a lot more income at the end of the month. And you really need that income at the beginning of the game to sort of get the XCOM operation off the ground. And if you don't have enough engineers, you will not be able to monitor those satellite signals. So really what you should focus on as quickly as you can is getting engineers as rewards. In terms of squad makeup, having a balanced squad is pretty important, but there are a couple of crucial, critical members that you always have to have. One is a sniper with the perk that we call Squad Sight. And what this allows you to do is have a sniper who can shoot anyone that his squad mates can see. So not anyone he can see, but anyone anywhere on the map that their squad mates can see. And so if you take that sniper and you park them somewhere high and out of the way, they can really protect your other soldiers by firing on anyone that they can see. And then another critical soldier to bring is a support soldier. Having a support soldier who's great with a med kit is always critical when going against tough aliens, because your soldiers will get wounded, or they'll get critically wounded and start to bleed out, and the only one who can save them is a support soldier. And so he's absolutely critical in missions. It's critical when building, expanding your base, building new facilities. There are 2 things you have to focus on. One is to find where the steam is. And so steam is the only place you can build the thermo generator. And this is a very expensive facility, but it provides tons of power. And this can really make the difference when you're at that middle stage of the game. You don't have enough power. You really need to focus on finding that steam and then building a thermo generator there as soon as you can. And then the other element to the game is really using adjacencies. Facilities built next to each other gain really powerful bonuses. And so when building your satellite uplink facilities, which allows you to launch satellites, you have to build them next to each other, because they give you a free satellite. And power, when built next to each other, any power facilities give you free power. You really have to build your base with making sure that you're building similar facilities next to each other, because those bonuses are crucial.